Ropp Star game, we'll start in 5. Give me 5. Rockstar gang, what up, what up, what up? Appreciate everyone joining the live stream. Welcome to the Rockstar Report. Appreciate everyone in here. Anyone in here? The most interesting trade piece I've heard all season: a young wide receiver who doesn't fit well in a new regime. The league is wide receiver needy, but not paying high, and still on a rookie deal. AJ Brooks, this is not clickbait. I will be honest with you guys. That Jonathan Mingo trade block thing is not clickbait. I found an article that came out, and that's why we're going to discuss it, because there's an article out there that apparently Jonathan Mingo could be on the trade block. And we'll talk about that today. But there's other stuff we're going to talk about too. We're going to talk about what up, Panther Raider X? Who the heck is? Oh, I see. You got that Duke on there. Earl Locklear, what's up? Josh, what's up? Raymond Short, what is going on? Appreciate everyone in here. Make sure you pound the like button. That's all I ask. I'm trying to get 100 likes per live stream. That is the goal. 100 likes as of right now. We get 100 likes per live stream, we're doing something right. We're doing something right as a community, as a whole. Here at the Rockstar Report, we are doing something right if we get 100 likes. So make sure you pound that like button wherever you're watching. If you're watching somewhere else, whether it's Facebook or Twitter, make sure you come on over to the YouTube channel and smash that like button. All right, that's all I ask. It helps out. It helps the channel out a lot more than you think, and it's free. So, all right, let's get right into it. So first things first is let's pull up this article that I found. I know this sounds crazy, but it's an article that came out by Last Word on Sports. And it says right here, got the Masters on right now. Oh, Spieth about put it in the water. Jordan Spieth about put it in the water. Oh, man. Let me put this up. There we go. Now let's do this one. That's perfect. Put it in front of that. Okay. All right. So here's the article. Carolina Panthers wide receiver Jonathan Mingo could be on the trade block after a disastrous rookie season. Now, this is all hypotheticals, though. I will say this. There is a speculation surrounding the potential trade of Carolina Panthers wide receiver Jonathan Mingo. It's all speculation. And it basically just tells you that the disappointment of his rookie season and the team's desire to explore alternatives, which could be a situation. So the situation breaks down like this. There's teams out there that need a wide receiver. Okay. Does he fit the mold here in Carolina? That's another thing, right? Does Jonathan Mingo fit the mold here in Carolina? I don't know. I can't say that he does. Now, he was the least efficient receiver. The rookie was one of the least efficient receivers on this NFL's worst offense. Okay, fair enough. Okay, it says in here he finished 15 games, right? Finished the first season with 43 receptions, 418 yards, no touchdowns on 85 targets. His 50.6 catch percentage was one of the worst in the league, and his advanced metrics weren't any better. 32 rookie wide receivers have recorded at least 10% of target shares. Of those, 32, Mingo ranks dead last in yards per route run and a PFF grade of 52.5. I told you that Mingo, now, I told y'all, and I've been saying this, Mingo is one of the worst route runners in last year's draft class. It actually probably the worst, because So another thing is I told y'all he was on that top 10 list of worst wide receivers at creating separation. And this article has already proven my point with just this line right here proves my point as to why I said that. I don't say these things on my channel because I don't know what I'm talking about. I say these things on my channel because I do know what I'm talking about. Okay. I have a master's degree in ball. Okay. And you just might as well just go ahead and accept that. Okay. So here's the thing. Jonathan Mingo could be on the trade block. And I will tell you this. So they give you some potential landing spots for this guy. And of course, they're talking about in here as well that the Panthers are torn between Keon Coleman and Xavier Legette. We all know that. So here's some potential landing spots. Los Angeles Chargers, that makes sense to me. At least for them, they need a receiver because they lost Mike Williams. They lost Keenan Allen over there. I think the Chargers could consider Mingo. And I think the Chargers could consider Mingo as a low risk, high reward ordeal option in the passing game and provide Justin Herbert. I mean, maybe he fits better over there. I mean, maybe Mingo maybe we're short-sighting Mingo a little bit. Okay. Maybe we're not giving him the benefit of the doubt like I give Bryce the benefit of the doubt, right? Right. And we talk about this offense. So maybe I don't give me the benefit of the doubt. Okay. Maybe I'm not giving him the benefit of the doubt. I mean, Antonio, you can make the case on that too, but at the same time, I guarantee you right now, Antonio, I will bet you $100 that Mingo won't start if we draft Xavier Legette or Keon Coleman. I guarantee you, Xavier Legette or Keon Coleman would beat out Jonathan Mingo for the next starting role. Telling you right now. I'm telling. I will bet $100 on that. If they draft either one of those guys, Mingo will not be the wide receiver too. Mingo is not that good of a wide receiver, Antonio. I have a proof that he is one of the worst wide receivers in the NFL of creating separation. So you can say he needs a good quarterback all you want, but I can also tell you he's one of the worst at creating separation. I can prove that to you. Very simple and easy. Now, again, I can give him the benefit of the doubt just like people do with Bryce. There's some positives, negatives, and challenges ahead. That's what I did with Bryce Young. I said the positives about Bryce. I said the negatives, and I said the challenges ahead. Same thing with Jonathan Mingo. He's got some positives. He's got some negatives. He's also got some challenges ahead. But again, show me your degree. I think over 5,000 subscribers. Panther Raider X. I think over 5,000 subscribers on YouTube. Almost 2,500 subscribers on TikTok. How many other people are in my Discord and how many people are in my memberships? I think that shows my degree enough, right? Is that not good enough for you now? I need proof. Now I can show you my other degree. I can show you my other degree I got from the university I went to. I can show you that. Degree from Ball So Hard University. Exactly, AJ Brooks. Exactly. Ball So Hard University. Stinky Finger says, hey, Tony, what do you talk about? Mingo is bottom 10 on separation along with DJ Chark. Yeah, Stinky Fingers is right. Jonathan Mingo was number 2 in the league at one of the worst wide receivers creating separations, and DJ Chark was number 10. And I can show you that list. Is Mingo on the trade block? Just got in. What would we even give him for? I don't know. But I'm talking about do I basically their possible landing spots for him. For some reason, this does not want to load. Give me a break. Give me a second here. Internet might go out. Watch. The internet might go out. This is ridiculous, man. My internet's fucking shit these past couple days. I can't move my cursor. You got to be shitting me. Well, anyway, some other possible spots that he could go to is New England, as you can see there. They're known for taking chances on guys with untapped potential. The Patriots might view Mingo as a wild trade target, especially if they prioritize other positions in the early rounds of the draft. Or a late round swap could facilitate a trade. I think Kansas City is another team, I think, on this list. Yeah. Kansas City was another team on this list. Obviously, with Rashid Rice, the whole ordeal with him surrounding him, and his ordeal, they could reach out. I know they've got Marquise Brown already, but they could explore Mingo as a depth option. Philadelphia Eagles could be another one. They could be seeking a reliable third receiver option behind AJ Brown and Devontae Smith. They could see Mingo as a potential fit. And when Mingo came out, a lot of people were comparing him to AJ Brown and DK Metcalf, but obviously the man can't get up. So again, it is what it is. Baltimore Ravens, obviously they got Zay Flowers, and I think they got, who's the other guy they got over there? They got Zay, and it's not Duvernay anymore. What's the other guy's name? What's the other receiver name there in Baltimore? Baltimore Ravens. I gotta see who's on their other roster. Who's on this roster? Who's the other wide receiver? I'm having a mind blank. Rashad Bateman. That's who it was. That's right. Rashad Bateman. So again, besides Zay Flowers, Rashad Bateman, the Baltimore Ravens could be a team to come out here, might consider him as a cost-effective option to compete for playing time and potentially help out Lamar Jackson. Again, ultimately it comes down to this. Ultimately, it comes down to this with the whole Jonathan Mingo thing, is that it may hinge on a team's assessment of him and of his potential. I mean, that's basically it. The upside versus his underperformance rookie season. I mean, given his draft pedigree and athleticism, teams may view him as a worthwhile project with the potential for improvement in the right situation. Now, again, the Carolina Panthers could do the same thing and say, okay, this guy is a worthwhile project. Let's keep him around and see if we can unwrap his full potential like Dave Canales likes to do with other guys. So again, there is all of this is hypotheticals at the end of the day, guys. All it is hypotheticals. Okay, first off, Double O Kane. I didn't say he was on the trade block. Okay, I just said there was an article that came out, and here I'll post this article in the link just so y'all understand that I'm not sitting here and saying, okay, this guy is on the trade block. I want to make sure y'all understand that this is not a clickbait. This is a true article that came out. And I'm not sitting here, and if it was clickbait, we'd have more views. I'm not saying that Jonathan Mingo's on the trade block. All right, so here's the article if you want to see it for yourself. I posted it in the chat. I'm taking it off because it's some reason lagging like a mother. So, again, now the article could be clickbait. Okay, the article could be clickbait. Me personally, trade Marshall to the Lions, jump up in the first for Mitchell or Thomas Jr. I mean, you're not trading Terrace Marshall, though, to the Lions and getting in the first round. Now, again, stinky fingers. I don't see the point of going up and trading in the first round. Me personally, I think we need to trade back and get more draft capital, which is basically another thing we're going to go over today with Mel Kiper's mock draft that he came out with. Yeah, I mean, I'm not giving up on the Mingo. I'm just letting y'all know that I found an article. I thought it was interesting. Thought y'all would find it intriguing. So that article ain't factual. Well, double okay, and you go talk to them about being factual then. I would say the Bills would be my vote. Bill Belichick would love Jonathan Mingo. I would say the Bills would be my vote. Bill Belichick would have loved Jonathan Mingo. Kind of trying to understand what you said here, AJ. The Bills would be my vote. I can see the Bills, yes. But Bill Belichick would have loved. Why? Because he always get under talented wide receivers. If they get 2 wide receivers, Mingo and TMJ are gone. I think they're wanting 2 young wideouts. Yeah, I mean, playing for Jesus, you make a good point, man. I mean, I could see it. I could see it. Again, who knows? Who knows? I mean, they're torn between right now in that article. It did say, and there's a bunch of articles out there though, and other social media that's saying that they're torn between Keon Coleman and Jonathan Mingo. Or not Keon Coleman and Xavier Legette, sorry. So, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, but at the same time, um, it is what it is. So we shall see. I mean, if they do get 2 wide receivers in this draft, I think they do at least trade one of them, or they trade both of them. I can see that. I think it just depends. I think it all depends. And again, these are all hypotheticals, guys. Like, I just brought that up. All right, I just brought that up because I thought it would be interesting to discuss. So, for some of you that are just taking it a whole step further, is ridiculous. Or thinking way too much about it. Someone just messaged me about that, about my post. I guess it is clickbait. I wasn't trying to make it clickbait. I was just trying to make it interesting. There's not a lot to talk about right now, okay, guys? It's really not. So I try to come on here and bring you some content worthwhile. All hypothetical. I think I spelled that right. Did I spell that right? All right, there we go. Okay. All right. Cool beans. Let's see. Double okay. And like I said, the article ain't factual. You contact the people who made the article. You contact them. You tell them that. You go after them. From the numbers I saw last night at P&P on the visits, linebacker and wide receiver will be second round picks. I mean, that's what I'm seeing at this point. I think it's going to be either linebacker or edge, I guess you could say. Now, is it here's the thing that I fight for Jesus that I don't understand. I said I hear linebacker, but is it like a linebacker to be behind like Josie Jewell or Shaq Thompson, or is it a linebacker that we're talking about like an outside linebacker, like for to back up DJ Wanum, or what kind of linebacker are we talking about here? Because I didn't get to watch PMP, so I don't know. I don't know what they're talking about. I haven't watched them lately. But I'm curious as to what type of linebacker it is. wide receiver market is low now because of this rookie class. It is. And that's the reason why I don't think you'll see T. Higgins in Carolina. You won't see him because what's the point of trading for a T. Higgins when you can go and get a wide receiver that might end up being like a T. Higgins? Yeah, you're taking the risk upon that, but it might end up being a T. Higgins and you pay him for cheaper. It's you're better off that way than trying to pay a guy 30, $20 million per year, $23 million per year per year for a contract like what he's looking for. Um, Throwing the 6th round on. Come on, bro. Likely just talk yet. Other podcast. Well, that's true. I don't know how you judge any player based on the nonsense last year. I think that's another thing. I don't think that they're really thinking about putting Jonathan Mingo on the trade block. I really don't. But it was just an interesting article to see it from that standpoint. And it does make you think a little bit, but at the same time, I have to give him the benefit of the doubt. If I'm willing to give certain players last year and certain rookies and even Bryce Young the benefit of the doubt, I have to be able to give Jonathan Mingo the benefit of the doubt too. It's just interesting to me that article they came out with that, and why that is, I'm not sure. Obviously, because he had a disastrous season, but if they're going to say that about Jonathan Mingo, they might as well say it about Bryce Young too. Middle linebacker, okay. Fighting for Jesus, any favorites on that by the chance that PNP said that they like the most? I'm assuming Peyton Wilson's one of them. T. Higgins will play in Process Blue next season. We'll see, Panther Raider X. We will see. I don't see the point of paying for him, though. I honestly, Panther Raider X, I think Cincinnati's going to re-sign him. I think they're going to do a contract extension, just like how Philadelphia is trying to do with Devontae Smith. I really do. I don't see T. Higgins leaving Cincy. I really don't. The only other place I could see him going maybe is Pittsburgh because they need another wide receiver, but I don't. Does he fit the mold there? I don't know. I think that also you could see him in a Chargers uniform. I could see him going to the Chargers. I could also see him going to the Patriots. Who knows? Maybe he makes a bold move and does a Baltimore Ravens move who need wide receivers. Like even some of those teams I mentioned, Los Angeles, New England, the Ravens, Chargers. I could see him in any of those teams. Philadelphia, no, but I could definitely see him in those 3 teams. Mike Cornold, what up? No worries, brother. No worries. No one is going to trade and pay for Higgins when he's going to walk next year. He might hold out, AJ. I mean, he could hold out this year if he wants to. So, I mean, he could end up holding out. I mean, that could be a situation that Cincinnati's going to have to deal with. I'm glad I'm not in Cincinnati's situation, at least from a T. Higgins standpoint. I'm happy I don't have to deal with that. We really need a tight end position group. It has been sad. Oh, by the way, got some great content coming out to you guys. I really want to share some stuff I've been working on. Let me show you some edits I've been working on real quick. So I'm going to pull up some edits that I've been working on just to give y'all a little sneak preview. Real quick. A sneak preview. I mean, I think we're going to get a guy that could be T. Higgins-esque or even better. I mean, I think Xavier Legette. Edgerrin Cooper are the 2 of them. Oh, dude, if they get Edgerrin Cooper, Flame for Jesus. If we get Edgerrin Cooper, I'll be happy as shit. I will be happy as shit. Ian Thomas is an absolutely trash. Sorry. Bricks for hands. Maybe T. Higgins goes to Kansas City. Yeah, true. Dude, could you imagine T. Higgins and Marquise Brown together? That would be kind of nasty, not gonna lie. And then you got Patrick Mahomes throwing the ball to him. That's insane. All right, I'm going to show y'all some edits I'm working on right now. So I'm going to share my screen real quick. Here's one for Jadavion Sanders that I have been working on. So I'm going to have something coming out. So here's an edit for Jadavion Sanders that I've been working on. So I'm gonna do. We got I got some good stuff coming out to you guys, man. Been working on some edits coming out today. I'm gonna talk about Jadavion Sanders this week a lot. So that's just a little sneak preview. I'm not done with it. Not done with it yet. Not done with it yet, but we're working on some other stuff. I got a mock draft one I'm working on. I got a Bryce one I'm working on. So I'm working on a lot of content for you guys in the background. So a lot of good stuff coming. It just takes a lot of time, man. Just some it's some edits. It's not hard to do that kind of stuff. I could show you how to do it. All right. Let's get into the next topic. Chris, I didn't see the visit. Who's visiting us? Kansas? Outside linebacker edge? Who's visiting us from Kansas? I did not see that come out yet. I'm trying to find it. Chris, you need to send me the do you have a link for that? Can you send that to me or put it in the Discord if you're in the Discord? Can you put that in there? Zach already might have done it in the Discord. Zach's like my main guy in there. Austin Booker. So it looks like here it is. So Austin Booker and tight end Ben Sinnott are in Charlotte for a top 30 visit today. Just reported also Arizona is in Arizona offensive tackle Jordan Morgan is in Charlotte for today's visit as well. Let's see what else. Looks like we got Caleb Carson, the cornerback out of Wake Forest, is visiting today as well. Let's see what else. What else we got here? The most athletic wide receiver draft prospects on a game, in-game athleticism. Damn, AJ Brooks coming in hot with that one. That's an interesting list there. I would see that. I could see that too. Flame for Jesus, Panther Raider X. Who? Austin Booker, edge rusher out of Kansas. So this is the guy that everybody's talking about that's visiting today, or what Chris was talking about. Here, I'll pull him up. Let's go check this guy out. I know who you're talking about now. I don't know much about him. He's top 10. Austin Booker is top 10 in at least from NFL Draft Buzz this week. But his name's Austin Booker. Let me put in here. I'm going to put in some tweets for you guys. Because Zach and AJ Brooks are so active. They're so active. And in the Discord, y'all should check it out. I'm going to put some tweets in here that maybe y'all might find interesting that was from today and yesterday. These are some tweets I think y'all guys would love to go check out. Because these guys keep you up to date on Twitter. But also, if you just want to join the Discord, guys, just join the Discord. You get this stuff updated to you every single day. Even if you're not on Twitter, you don't even have to be on Twitter. You could just be in the Discord and you get updated every single day because I got my main man, Zach, and AJ Brooks, those guys in there. They are always updating me on news and stuff like that. So go check it out. Well, Panther Raider X, you should be in there, bruh. You should be in there. Go checking out the Panthers news. Panthers news. If you go in there to the there are no centers coming in, which I guess is a bit weird to some, not to me though. I don't know. Play for Jesus, they might end up meeting with them later on. I mean, we got a lot of time, man. We've got 15 days. How many days? 15? Chat, we got 15 days. We got 15 days till the draft. Correct? Okay, Austin Booker. Let's check out what this guy's about. Let's go check this out. Let's study this guy out for a second. Not yet, Panther Raider X. I don't think we've had Jermaine. You're talking about Graham Barton? I don't think so. Yeah, they can't. Well, playing for Jesus, they could at least they could fill every hole, but I think they're going to have to trade back. I mean, you got to think about it this way. Wide receiver, center, corner, edge, linebacker, running back, tight end, defensive line. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 positions that need to be filled. We've got 7 draft picks as of right now. Now, I'm not going to say that those guys are going to be starters every guy we draft. So don't take it like that. But you can at least add depth, right? So I think if we're really good, if Dan Morgan's very good at scouting talent, there's no reason why we shouldn't come out of 2 to 3 starters. Okay. If you're really good at drafting talent, there's no reason why you shouldn't come out with 2 to 3 starters. Good starters in a draft. If you're very good at evaluating talent. Well, let's get to know him real quick. Let's get to know him because I don't know this guy very well. I don't know him from my fanny to a hole in the ground. I really don't know him that well. So let's get to know who this guy is. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely a trade down. You want to trade down to get more draft capital. You can't trade up and think you're going to get more draft capital. That's just not how it works. Unless you somehow fleece the shit out of somebody. All right. So Austin Booker, Kansas, is the guy that's visiting with us today. I don't know much about him. He's 6'4", 240, defensive end / edge. They've got him ranked 13th. Well, they got him top 9 or top 6 as a defensive end. They've got him ranked 13th as a defensive lineman. At least from the NFL Draft Buzz. Edge rusher. 4'7", 40, 6'4", 240, hands 9 1/4, arms 3 7/8, span decent size. I mean, he's kind of small, I would say, for what he is. Broad jump though. Okay. All right, let's see here. Seems kind of small though. All right. Third round projection. Okay. Position rank 13th. Overall rank 75. All right. Comparisons: Cameron Thomas, Colby Wooden, Patrick Jones. Similar guys. Let's see what he's got here. Strength. So basically it says explosive off the line. Basically, great fluid movement, basically, they're saying here. An efficient pass rusher, utilizes his young arms, impressive wingspan to disrupt offensive lines. Okay. Cross chop, ghost rush. Okay. Demonstrates a bend and leverage in his rush, enabling him to overcome blockers and finesse power. Okay. Quick to recognize. I wonder what PFF is saying about him, too. Let's see what he's saying. I'm trying to see if PFF says anything about him. They got him 77, so that ain't bad. They ain't got no analysis on this kid. So PFF doesn't really have much on this kid. Let me look up something else. Austin Booker. Let me look. See if I can find something on this kid. All right. I can't find anything else. That's fine. All right. So let me keep reading real quick. All right. Read all of his strengths. All right. Weaknesses. All right. Hold on. I'm just reading his scout report real quick. Let me finish it up. All right. Okay. All right. I got a good idea about this kid. Basically, Booker, to me, does kind of seem an intriguing prospect, but he's a project guy for sure. Okay. The question that teams are going to have about this kid is, after reading about him, is that we're going to have to assess and answer is not what he is now as a player, but what can he become in the NFL is basically what I'm reading here about him. And it seems to me, based off of what they believe, is it seems like they believe that this guy is a long plus athleticism, who has great movement. But what he does, they basically were saying in here too that he shows flashes throughout his tape, both as a run defender and an edge rusher. And his tape shows that his body to develop into a quality edge pass rusher. And he shows enough quickness and hand usage to speed and power to lead up to believe that he can become basically a situational rusher. I mean, that's basically what they're saying here. He does show a lot of tendencies to play too upright, which and his position is going to limit his ability to play off the bend a little bit and then off the edge a little bit. And he needs to be able to have a little bit more flexibility there as a pass rusher. Sometimes he's too slow and sluggish off the ball. So that's a problem for it. Seems to be other problem. If you really want to see how good he is, they say to go watch his game film against left tackle of Texas, Kelvin Banks. The kid did have 56 tackles. He had 12 tackles for a loss, and 8 sacks. The question is, though, for him to be a guy off the edge, he's got a long frame. So I think that if a team gets him, they got to play to his strengths, which is to play him effectively off the edge. That's what type of guy you're getting with Austin Booker. Now, his long frame and his 240-pound weight, to me, transitioning to the next level is something that we need to discuss, because I think he's going to have to add weight and strength to become a defensive end in a 4-main base front. Now, that's part of the projection with him, though. I think there's different evaluators and coaches that probably have different point of views about that. But from my point of view and what I'm reading about this kid, a lot of people believe that he can develop in a quality edge player at the next level, but that's not certain. It's not there's so it depends. I think it's going to depend on how he's coached and how his growth is and how he develops. I think that's what kind of player you're getting in this guy. So that's who's visiting us. Interesting to see who else we might have. We've talked about Ben Sinnott a lot. We've talked about Jordan Morgan. So those are other guys that are visiting. I've broken down Ben Sinnott before. It looks like we got some other guys too coming in. Tyreek Funderburk. Cedric Gray is coming to Flame for Jesus. Cedric Gray is coming. It's a local pro day. Malik Mustafa, Jacob Roberts, which we already seen, and Garrett Schrader, quarterback. Garrett Schrader, who's that? Quarterback. Garrett Schrader. Who did he play for? Garrett Schrader. Oh, he played at Syracuse, but he's from Charlotte, and he played at Charlotte Christian High School. Or he played at Charlotte Christian School. Is that okay? So Garrett Schrader is also visiting. And then Will Shipley is another guy that's visiting, of course, the running back out of Clemson. Which I can't bring up Will Shipley anymore. AJ Brooks is gonna kill me. What clip did you send in the Discord there, bruh? Where's the clip at? Is this the clip? Oh, I see it now, AJ. The clip on Twitter. So, by the way, guys, I can't share clips anymore with you guys. Or I can't share clips on YouTube anymore. I'm getting bananaed, as I like to call it. I am getting banana. Mark Brooks, it's the first time I've seen you in here. In all honesty, I don't care who the Panthers pick in the draft. I just hope whoever the pick is the right pick. Right, Marcos, you are thinking level-headed, my boy. I love it. I think, Marcos, I have turned you into the copyright committee not playing. Yeah, I can't share clips anymore, man. Like, I'm already having to go through it from yesterday's live stream when I shared clips of Xavier Legette. So I'm already getting cooked by them right now. And I had to report to them that I was why I was showing the clip, and it's a whole long process. It's ridiculous. If you want to check out the clip of Austin Booker, go check the Discord. Check the Discord. The link is in my bio. Here, I'll send I'm gonna invite y'all goons to the Discord. All right, let's move on. Talking about Austin Booker too much now. He ain't got the same hairstyle no more though. All right. Let's talk about a man that's got some pressure on him. Let's talk about a man that's got pressure on him. I'll tell you what, because this man's got a lot of pressure on him. Okay. Dan Morgan has a lot of pressure on him. Okay. Okay. This guy, I would say, if you look at these three guys, I like this post by them though. By whoever posted this one. But from this standpoint, man, I mean, I think from this standpoint, we got to look at it from this is damn, a lot of people are taking this shit way too serious. Okay. Whatever, man. So there's a lot of pressure on Dan Morgan though, ahead of this draft. I think it's considering that this team is because of course this team is going to have a lot of pressure on it because of coming off a 2-15 season, lack of a first round pick. It's a situation that I felt like we needed to break down. And the expectations for Morgan. And for me, there's high expectations, okay? Because we went from Scott Fitterer to you, Dan, because, well, they chose you because apparently you can evaluate talent. But if that's the case, if Dan Morgan hits on 2 to 3 draft picks and these guys become good starters, I will say then that will prove to me that Dan Morgan never had a say in that front office. Truly. Right? I mean, can we all agree to that? Despite not, because we don't have a first round selection. So there are high hopes for Morgan to utilize this team's 7 draft picks that we already have. And we're in dire need of immediate contributions in certain situations and positions on this team. And we need developmental prospects as well, obviously, to bolster up our roster depth and support, of course, the whole key here, supporting your franchise quarterback that you went out and made a major investment in Bryce Young. So that there has been some scrutiny, though, I will say, with Dan Morgan. Morgan's time as GM is under, I think, has been increased in scrutiny by others, especially given his previous role as Scott Fitterer's right-hand man. I think fans are cautiously optimistic about Morgan's ability to steer this team in the right direction. But some remain very weary due to the past disappointments, right? And which we all should be, right? But the pressure is on to succeed. That's where the pressure is. Not only is it to draft talent, but it is to succeed here. You got Bryce entering his second year, needing better offensive support, which we all will agree. Whether he's the guy or not, that's not the point here, okay? Morgan is under immense pressure to identify prospects who can contribute to the team's improvement. And the Panthers, I think, have to find talent beyond the first round. to facilitate Young's development. And unfortunately, that's where it is. And you have to maximize their chances of success. Now, you got to identify key positions when it comes to this draft, right? The Panthers' priority positions, I think, definitely include offensive line, so center, wide receiver for sure, edge rusher. So that could be an outside linebacker or edge if you want to go that route. But cornerback and tight end, okay? So I think Morgan has to navigate in the draft to address these needs effectively and potentially capitalize on the depth of talent in the wide receiver class. And of course, I think you could make a case for the offensive line classes as well. So the whole thing is that Morgan's approach, characterized by a quite purposeful demeanor, has become to win over skeptics. And however, his performance in this draft will be critical test of his ability to execute what this team's vision looks like and to sustain that long-term success, I think. And ultimately, Morgan's success in this 2024 draft class is going to be measured by his ability to find immediate impact players and valuable contributors beyond the first round. That's where the pressure remains. That's where the pressure remains. All thanks to Scott Fitter. Yep. Yeah. It comes down to that. It comes down to that. Key 20. What lies am I speaking of? Excuse me? I want to know what lies I'm speaking of. I was just saying that there's pressure on Dan Morgan. So what lies am I speaking of on that there's pressure with Dan Morgan? What? Oh man. Marcos Cash comes in and says, I just love how people say lies, but like give me a logical reason as why I'm lying. Like, fuck. 52 people watching, only 26 likes. You already know what to do. Yep, smash that like button, baby. I'm waiting to see if these players can even play together. Some just can't play together. I mean, playing for Jesus, that's true too. Pound that like button like I do pizza. Pound that like button like I pound something else, but we ain't seen pizza. Flame can't play together any worse than last season. Can't play together any worse than last season. I mean, you got a point, Mark. You got a point. I don't think this team could get any worse than last season, to be honest. 2 games was pitiful. It is very pitiful. It is pitiful. I'm just going to talk about Mel Kiper's mock draft that he made for the Panthers. I don't know what you had in mind of what I was doing. Bitch boy. Bitch boy. No, that's not what I'm talking about. So QT0 just comes into my chat and says lies, but no, it doesn't say anything else when I call his ass out. Okay. Okay. Lies. Where's the lies, bro? Where's the lies? If we can win 5 games, that's a step forward. Damo Smith, I think I'm thinking like 6 games is the ceiling. Floor is 3. I'm still thinking that way. At least there is some resemblance of identity coming into this year. Last year I smoked. Last year I smoked just as much. Kind of. What? What the fuck? What the fuck did I just look at? Or what did I just read? All right. Okay. We drafted people last year that I wouldn't have touched. We drafted Zavala late. The only reason why we drafted Zavala is because he texted freaking Scott Fitter, and Scott Fitter got his chub about a player pretty much, texting him about wanting to play there. Eric Blair says, please no more temper tantrums. I know, right? I know. Just pay for premium jobs. This is true. You could pay for premium, and then you don't deal with any of the nonsense of the ads. I would like for people to have more positive content as far as the Panthers. We've already pictured bad possibilities of what could go wrong, so let's speak life into the organization. Yeah, I mean, against all odds, man, apparently I speak lies. Apparently, I guess people are taking the Jonathan Mingo thing a little bit too literally. They obviously just see what I mean, I know I saw the article, but I just thought it was interesting. That's all. Like, I thought it was interesting. That is it. And I just wanted to talk about it. I thought it was a good content idea. That's it. That is it. That is all. But obviously not. Obviously not. So. And then I got people in the chat saying all lies. All lies about what I want to know is where I was speaking lies today, though. Because I don't think I have. Love for you to clip it, send it to me, tell me where I'm speaking lies at. And then give me factual statement. Give me a factual statement as to where I was speaking lies. Love to know. Love to know. YouTube is probably using bully tactics to get premium members. Probably. AJ Brooks. I mean, that's what they do with the ads. But the thing is like, the problem is then I don't get, I don't get enough. I mean, I'm not saying I want you guys to watch it, the ads, but I don't get paid unless y'all guys watch the ads. Like, If it's skippable, that's fine. You can skip it, but like, and if you can't skip it, that's nothing I can do about that. Yeah, I mean, dude just said lies and dipped. Dude, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. They can start their own channel. Maybe they can start their own channel. Maybe they can start their own channel. Okay, Andy Dalton, by the way. Andy Dalton came out, spoke about the Bryce Young factor there. I told y'all that I told you about this, Zach. Zach? I told you who posted that. Was that you, Zach? Zach, I told you about that in the this right here about this. I told you about this right here that Theo Johnson got the most highest athletic score in all of them. Yeah, I'm surprised that Javonte Sanders has got a 4.60 athleticism grade here. That's interesting. Okay. Scott Barrett, DFB. Comes as his tight end, Spork, athletic score. They got Theo, Tip Riemann, Ben Sinnott, Jared Wiley, Jaheim Bell, Tanner McLaughlin, and then Javonte Sanders at a 46. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. That's pretty insane. I'm surprised he's got that high of a score, honestly. Or I mean, for Javonte Sanders, I'm surprised he's got that low of a score because watching him play and watching his game film and that edit, and even me finding film and like the edit I'm working on for him, I'm surprised. Over the last decade, we've only seen 2 tight ends earn a score below the 66th percentile and go on to reach 750 receiving yards in a single NFL season. Dalton Schultz and Jake Ferguson, who barely cleared the benchmark. Wow. Interesting. That's a very interesting sight to see, honestly. And you know what that's so funny about that, Marcos? Those people who do that are subscribed to my channel. They still you come in my chat and hate on me. Just remember this, guys. You're benefiting me. So you're doing me a favor. You're doing me a favor. That's crazy though. All right. I want to talk about something that I saw that was intriguing. Andy Dalton comes out and says that the Panthers' improvements will set Bryce Young to have a better year. Do you think that's true? He's come out and basically said that because of the situation last year, Andy Dalton, the better quarterback we signed last offseason to mentor Bryce Young, came out and said that the Panthers' improvements will set up Bryce Young to have a better year in 2024. He believes that the improvements made by this team will set up Young for a better year in 2024. I think it's and we know that Young endured a challenging rookie season by numerous obstacles, but also to his fault as well, but other things as well translate into that, and multiple factors. Okay. But he believes that what we're doing right now and what we could do in this draft, he's poised to benefit from the changes made during the offseason. Dalton came out and basically commended Young for his resilience in handling the adversity he faced during his rookie year. Obviously the issues including what was on the field, which is, blocking, coaching changes, receiver separation, off the field, GM issues, backstabbing issues, more voices in his head, right? Whatever you want to call it. But there are multiple factors, right? So despite all those difficulties, for me, Dalton comes out and expresses his confidence in Young. That's what he's telling me based off of even just that short. He believes in the kid. He believes in the kid's ability and improvement. Whether you do or don't, that's on you, okay? I'm not trying to start a Bryce Young argument here, okay? But the Panthers made significant moves during the offseason to support Young's development. They hired a coach that is known for working with quarterbacks, who has been able to rejuvenate guys like Geno Smith and Baker Mayfield, but was also very helpful in Russell Wilson's career for a while and when he was in Seattle, and he helped lead those teams. Carolina invested in the offensive line. They got Robert Hunt. They got Damian Lewis. They acquired Deontay Johnson. So they provided Young with reliable playmakers. So basically, Dalton came out and said that this offseason, those acquisitions is part of the process of building the team around Young to ensure his success, is basically what they're saying here. So the Panthers' investment in Young, including trading away a first-round pick, obviously the importance of developing this kid is what the franchise future's fate relies on. There's pressure on Bryce Young. There's pressure on Morgan. The improvements have been made. The supporting system is in place. Now we have to expect Young to demonstrate the significant improvements from last season. He has to improve this season. So the success of Young is critical for this Panthers team for the long-term success. This team is banking on his growth to propel them forward in the next coming years. T Licks. Haters gonna hate, brother. That's true, Eric Blair. MC Dagger Play Day Z. Thank you for joining the Discord. You love seeing it, that's for sure. You love seeing it. Guys, make sure you pound the like button. I'm trying to get to 100 likes. If I can get there, that would be huge. That would be huge. So it's an interesting article. But of course, Andy Dalton's, of course, a lot of people are going to say, well, Andy Dalton's supposed to come out and say that. Well, a teammate's a teammate, man. I don't know what else you expect. You know what I mean? But hey, again, haters going to hate. Haters going to hate. I need that link. We will see it. I hope for the best, but I'm not confident until I see it on the field. I'm right there with you, Flame for Jesus. I would say I'm not confident, but for me, I'm 50-50 on it. I just need to see it happen on the field as well. I need to see the production on the field. So, again, I'm replying to this asshole on Twitter. anybody, if you know him, called Hemi Hardaway, who wants to call me out on some things. Just wanted to talk about fucking dick. Hopefully he's watching. So I'm going to call your ass out. Just because I wanted to talk about some topics. You know? All right. Let's get into the next thing here. I want to talk about Dane Jackson. That's a person of interest that I've been wanting to talk about lately. Because, again, the biggest concern for me on this team is Dane. Or not Dane, but the position-wise is the corner room. Right? And can Dane Jackson be a solidified number 2 corner on this team? Can he be a solidified number 2 corner on this team is my question to you guys. Do you believe Dane Jackson can be a solidified number 2 on this team? Because I don't know if he can. Okay? I don't know if Dane Jackson can be a solidified number 2 on this team. But we're definitely certainly going to talk about it today, obviously. My question to you guys is that possible? Because it appears that obviously at this point, the Panthers cornerback number 2 for this upcoming season. You lose Dante Jackson. The team only added 1 player to the cornerback position during the last this offseason, which they brought back Troy Hill, but again, he was already on the team. So the Panthers are giving Jackson an opportunity here to compete for that starting spot opposite of Jason Horn. Now, Dane Jackson's connection, obviously, with our general manager, Dan Morgan's, adds weight to his candidacy for the CB2 role. The thing is, Morgan, who was previously with the Buffalo Bills, advocated for Jackson's selection in the 2020 NFL draft. And Jackson has since accumulated 28 starts in 52 games. Basically, he's only showcasing his experience and potential to contribute to this secondary. Now, there are other options on the roster, such as Deshaun Jameson, DiCaprio Boodle, and Lamar Jackson. But that doesn't really say much now, does it? Because if you think about it, Dane Jackson's familiarity with Morgan and his track record in the league could give him the edge in obviously securing that starting position. But competition during training camp in the preseason, I think, is obviously going to ultimately determine if he earns that role for the Panthers in the upcoming season. Again, I just don't see anybody else taking the CB2 unless one of these guys that I'm going to talk about next is drafted. That's who I'm going to talk about next is some of these prospects that we got next. Eric Blair. We still need a corner in my eyes. Yeah, I still believe that. I feel you, Jadarius. It's very hard to hate him, and when he talks and when you see him, he just knows how to. He just knows how to light up the room, man. I'll say that he knows how to light up the room. That's for sure. He knows how to light up the room. All right, let's talk about some prospects here. Let's talk about prospects, and then we're going to get into Mel Kiper's. We're going to get into Mel Kiper's draft because I thought it was interesting. So let's get into some prospects real quick. We'll use PFF today. Why not? Let's go to NFL draft. Let's go to their big board. Let's go to the corner position because that's what we're going to be talking about. Some cornerbacks today. All right, let's talk about these cornerbacks real quick. I got some guys that might talk about here. First up, let's talk about Nate Wiggins, guy that we could target. Obviously, Nate Wiggins out of Clemson. I think obviously, I think this guy's I do think Nate Wiggins is a potential shutdown corner. I really do. I think that Dan Morgan's mantra of snagging the best resonates with Nate Wiggins. He was Clemson's guardian angel when it came into that secondary. He's got a high IQ in that cornerback position. I think Wiggins promises to definitely would fortify our defense, especially alongside J.C. Horn. First round, second round, you're gonna have to keep an eye on him. Not too sure if he's gonna be at first. He's definitely gonna fall. We all talking hypotheticals here, so we may be all telling one, Clay. Yeah, I know. I feel you playing for Jesus. I feel you, Jadarius. I feel you. It's hard to hate on the guy. That's for sure. It's hard to hate on the guy. Another prospect I like in here is Mr. TJ Tampa. Y'all know how I feel about TJ Tampa. TJ Tampa walks the tightrope between promising and peril type of guy. He's that prototype, typical corner, got great dimensions. He's got cheetah-like reflexes. Day 2 prospect for sure, but beware, his aggression can backfire. I will say this. I found out some things about him. A trait that could either elevate or torpedo our secondary if it goes him. Kool-Aid McKinstry. I like this guy a lot too. Fight a foot fracture. I think Kool-Aid is one of the best corners in this draft, and he's going to shine. I think he's a master of route technician. He's a guy that locks guys up like that. He's a turnover machine. Very versatile. He's got a gift. I think Evero would love to fit into our defense. And will the Panthers dare seize to borderline get this guy again? I think this is a first round pick though. TJ Tampa, I think you can get him in the set. He's definitely a day 2 guy. You can get him in the second round. But Nate Wiggins, Kool-Aid McKinstry, I think they're day 1 guys that you're not going to be able to get. But I still like to talk about these guys because they're one of my favorite prospects when I talk about another guy, Mike Saint Ristel. All right, another guy. Don't let his stature fool you. I will tell you this. Don't let his stature fool you because he is 5'10", 182. But I will say this. He packs a punch, man. All right. Ball hawk. He's a ball hawk type of corner. He's very good at reading the wide receivers. He embodies that small but mighty mentality. I've seen him fall. It seems like he's going in the second round, but I have seen him go into the third. He offers the Panthers a twist in that cornerback room that we need. Another guy I like too is, let's see here, Kyrie Jackson out of Oregon. He's a towering titan. He's pretty tall. He's 6'3", 195. But lightning reflexes. Very athletic. He's a kind of a diamond in a rough kind of ordeal, but he does need some dire need of some polishing. But his journey and what I've seen promises, and he's got thrills, spills, and perhaps a splash of special teams spectacle. So I think he could kind of help in multitude of ways. Because I mean, look, his first 2 years was bad, like very bad, and then comes out in 2023 and just absolutely balls out. Another one, I'll do Max Melton, but I'm not going to harp on him today. I'm going to talk about, let me see if I can find the next guy I want to talk about. DJ James. There he is. Another guy I like. Okay. Ball athleticism. He's got the speed. He's got the instincts that I do like in a corner. He needs a protein shake or two, I think, to bulk up because he is 6'1", 164. But his aggression compensates. I think it makes him a day 2 steal. I do like DJ James. Another guy I do like, I want to talk about is Cam Hart. I know a lot of you guys in the chat like Cam Hart. I like Cam Hart too. He's a towering titan, man. He's 6'3". He's actually 6'3". He's not 6'2". He's 6'3". So if size matters to you guys, I don't know if y'all are into that or whatever, but if you are, it is what it is. But he is a skyscraper of a corner. He can catch shadow over any receiver's dreams of catching the ball. But great in press coverage. Great press coverage. Kind of has that linebacker-like tenacity when you watch him. He offers a tantalizing I think he's a third-round pick, and he's a tantalizing one if you get one. So I think they could consider Cam Hart too. But those are my guys. Honorable mentions, I will say honorable mentions I didn't talk about, though, a lot. Max Melton, Chris Abrams, and Elijah Jones. Obviously, we're meeting Kalen Carson, but I do like him. Another one that a lot of people are sleeping on is Dwight McLaughlin. A lot of people just are 6'2", 188. Again, another guy. He kind of reminds me of DJ James a little bit. Raw athleticism, very fast, great speed, great instincts, but needs a protein shake or two to bulk up. Very aggressive. But he can, if you look at his statistically, I mean, guy's an absolute stud. So, and I've been able to get him in the 6th round. I've seen to be able to get him in the 6th round, or late 5th, as you can see. So, just some honorable mentions. Tandre Sweat drops. He could drop AJ. A lot of those guys, I don't know. I mean, Tandre Sweat could drop a lot. I wonder if there's any news out on that though. But it might not matter to some people though too. It says a lot of people are saying right now that even though he had that whole ordeal, which means because he had, okay, so the thing about Tandre Sweat, AJ Brooks, is, and if y'all don't know who Tandre Sweat is, he is the big defensive tackle out of Texas. Sorry, I'm having a big mind blank. And I'll pull him up real quick and I'll tell you what happened. So for those of you that don't know and maybe haven't kept up with the news lately, Tandre Sweat got a DWI. And it was an accident that led to a DWI and his arrest. And basically, it appears that no one had been injured in the accident. Basically, he was booked. His bail was set at $3,000. And the incident occurred at a Sunday morning at 4:41 a.m. So obviously a night out after Saturday night. And apparently he was seen at a softball game, a Texas softball game against Oklahoma that night. But again, he had a 5-year career in Texas. He tallied up over 127 total tackles. 5 sacks, 15 passes defended on 1 forced fumble. I still think he'll likely be a top defensive lineman selected in this draft. And I think he'll be largely considered a day 2 pick still. Even after this arrest, it's unclear how much of his draft stock will take after that arrest. I still think teams are going to take him day 2. If they don't take him day 2, he'll be ready day 3. I think that's as far as he'll go. I don't think he'll go further than that. Marco's Cash, I love it. I love it. He goes, I hope he drops all the way down to the Panthers 53-man roster. Dude, I wouldn't be upset with that either. I love it. I think he's a day 2 pick for sure. But I think he will fall no more than that. Bring the beef. I love it. Appreciate everyone joining the live stream. Make sure you pound the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Make sure you click that post notifications bell so you don't miss any new content. All right, let's move on to Mel Kiper's. This is the one I've been waiting for. Mel Kiper came out with a draft, and I thought it was interesting because we got some new people in the chat. We got people saying hello to one another in here. Nice. Aw, y'all are so sweet. Y'all are so nice to one another. Okay. Enough of that bullshit. Okay, so Mel Kiper came out with this draft board. Okay, this is his latest mock draft for the first 2 rounds. Let's get down to the Panthers. But let's get down to the 33rd pick first, okay? All right, so here it is. Hold on 1 second. Guess the people. What it is. All right, so Mel Kiper came out and basically said that this is the trade that we can pull it off. All right. So as we're looking forward to the NFL draft, this is his latest mock draft for Carolina Panthers. He basically made this blockbuster trade scenario that could reshape our future, whatever you want to call it. So basically, Kyper's projection here, he orchestrates a high stakes maneuver where trading the number 33rd pick overall to the Giants in exchange for pick 47 and a coveted second round selection in the 2025 round. Okay. So it's a bold gamble, of course. Obviously, it could pay dividends for the Carolina Panthers and rebuilding efforts if this was something that was to happen. So with the dust settled, they seize the opportunity at that pick and they go to the Giants. They traded up. They went and got Bo Nix, but let's go. So we trade back to the 47 pick. So he got us taking Ladd, wide receiver out of Georgia, versatile wide receiver. Now I think he's a versatile wide receiver, very shifty. Kyper's assessment speaks volumes about him. Basically, his ability to line up on both inside and out. Talking about his 4.39 speed. I don't know. I mean, is he a game-changing addition to Carolina? I don't know. Wouldn't say it's anything crazy. I wouldn't say anything. I don't know if I like Ladd. I'm on the fritz of him. I'm on the fritz of Ladd, but you guys might like him. Then he says that the Panthers get Jackson Powers Johnson out of Oregon. Okay. Stellar performance in pass protection definitely makes him a prime candidate for the center position. Especially with Austin Corbett being moved over. Obviously, this draft to me aspires or aspirations, I should say, far beyond more positional upgrades. When it comes with the specter of uncertainty looming over your quarterback position, I think the Panthers, and I truly believe, are on a quest to unearth the next franchise signal caller. The acquisition of Deontay Johnson was a step in the right direction. The wide receiver core, well, does need reinforcement. So I get why they went and got a wide receiver at 39. I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm just not the highest guy on Ladd, right? Offensive line obviously is a stability concern. It's a pressing matter, I still believe. Okay. The importance of hitting the mark with these draft selections cannot be overstated, though. I've been saying that it's crucial that Dan Morgan, as the GM, has to be weighing the risk and rewards of the trade propositions. Now, again, the path to be competitive again hinges on the ability of being able to hit on draft picks. Okay. So you got to leverage every opportunity to fortify the ranks and pave the way for the brighter tomorrow. Right. So, but I just thought it was interesting. That's all. That's all. But I guess I'm speaking lies. I don't know what lies I'm speaking of, but you know, can't stand him. But this is just his mock draft. I just thought it was interesting. That's all. 47 and 70. Yeah. Has only won right like once 20 years ago. Josh, if you don't know Mel Kiper, you need to. Pat McAfee draft night is amazing. Josh, you're pretty. Josh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Ricky Parasol. Yeah, I'm not a big Mel Kiper fan. I just thought it was interesting. I don't know what y'all think about his draft. I mean, okay. Be honest though. Based off what he did, trading back, getting Ladd, getting a future second round pick, trading back and going to 47 instead of picking at 33. They take Ladd at 39. And then in 47. Y'all let me know. That's the coffee mug we need. Clay's face with lies right under. I know. That's what we need, right? All right. I think he said it might be more than that. Let's see. Okay. Teams. Okay. So New York pick 39. And okay, that was for the Brian Burns thing. So they're giving us the 47, which they got from Seattle, and then they're giving a second round pick in next year's draft to move up 14 spots, is what he's got. Lies, coffee mug, right? And now you need a pass Russia. I know, right? Marcos, we need to I got to make it happen now. Did y'all see Jay Dennis talk about playing in New England? It makes a lot of sense to me. I mean, I could see it. I could see it, AJ. I could definitely see it. I wonder if see he's got Jaden Daniels going to Washington. I can see it. I don't know, man, but AJ, if I say anything now, it's lies, man. It's lies. It's all lies. It's all lies. Oh man. About to put something on Twitter about this, about the two links. I'm about to fucking go off on these fuckers. Watch this shit. Watch this shit. Use your gifts, foresight just to be BSS. We're gonna do a mock draft. Make this okay. To the topics. Here are the links to the topics I spoke about today on my This is gonna be funny. They're not gonna like this one. They're not gonna like this one. They are not going to like this one. Oh, no, there's nothing that's gone wrong with this tweet. There's nothing going to be wrong with this tweet. This is going to go nuts. Okay, hold on. No, that's pussy ass shit. If I say it like that, hold on, that's pussy ass shit. Robstar, how you been? How you been keeping up with your healthy health? Hope all is what keep. Yeah, Dom. I mean, I go to the gym every single day, 6 a.m. I go to the gym every single day, 6 a.m. Now, not every single day, but during the week, I go every single day at 6 a.m. Or I'm up at like 6. Six more likes. Here you go. There you go. Here we go. Here. All right, hold on. I'm just going to put links to topic covered are here. And to the skeptics, if you don't like what I have to say, kindly navigate to the nearest off button. I may talk NFL draft just because I damn well feel like it. So haters, kindly see yourselves out. Not a liar. Hashtag not a liar. So go fuck yourself. That's a nice way of me saying it, but I'm not going to say the other words. Or you can find the nearest bridge or traffic to go play in. That's another thing you can go fucking do. I don't give a fuck. Hold on. I'm pulling up PFF right now. Oh, hold on. Let me go in here. It is a wild place. People love this shit on you for no reason. But mainly it's because they don't have 5,000 subscribers, or it's more of that they don't have anything else better to do because they're tough behind the keyboard. Like I said, most of the guys that like with Twitter and like even commenting, most of them are very tough behind a keyboard or in their mother's basement. That's about it. Everybody takes everything too fucking literally. Especially when it comes to fucking football, too. It's like everybody takes it to the standpoint of that. Oh my God, this guy's lying. This guy's lying. Okay, well, I'm not fucking lying. Yeah, I mean, just what this fan base just wakes up and chooses violence because this team's fucking garbage. And it has been for a while. No offense. I mean, it has been. Like, if we're going to be honest, let's be honest. Until this team wins, no one else is going to be. No one's going to be satisfied with fucking nothing. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. Here. Let's do this instead. There. Okay. Actually, this is what I'm going to say here. This is what I'm going to say here. Instead, let's make this. Let's do this. Let's make this into a tweet. Oh. Well, I mean, listen, you can either be a miserable Panthers fan and you can let that run your life, or you can fucking grow a set of fucking balls and say shit to my face. Like, to some of you who are on Twitter or are in my chat. Trust me, I'll be at some Panthers games this year, so you can come and say it. You can walk up to me. You can come find me. I just don't have time for bullshit, man. The Jonathan Mingo topic I spoke about today was hypothetical, but an article out there. But there is an article out there that brought up the topic. So it's not my idea. Mel Kiper is trash. I will agree with when it comes to NFL drafts, but I found it interesting to talk about on today's show. If you don't fucking like it, kick fucking rocks. There. Here we go. Hold on. I'm done. I'm not done with this yet. I'm not done with this yet. No. I don't accept that. Smash that like button, subscribe. I got afternoon since I'm at work during the day. Nice. 6 more likes and we get to 50. Step on that like button if you have not already. All right. Early bird catches the worm. There you go. I wish the NFL draft would hurry up and get here. Me too. Play some good old chicken. Woke up and chose violence. I know. It is a bizarre world. It is. Anything is possible. Tony Gibson. I mean, again, but I'm a liar though. I'm a liar. Tony, I could trust me. I thought about it. I thought about dropping a diss track on these fools, man, because that's what they are. They're a bunch of damn fools. Mm, 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 mm. All right, this shit needs to hurry up. Hold on. The internet is just amazing today. I tell you what, it's amazing today. It's amazing. Most of the people that say lies are also the people that want their cake and eat it too, and probably were also the same people that were, the same people that were Brian Burns crybabies, but wanted to sign one guy so we couldn't sign to anybody else. That makes perfect fucking sense. Yeah, let's sign one guy for a big, huge contract. Everybody's different. I accept everybody's. Listen, here's the thing. I accept. I accept everybody's opinion, but if you're gonna fucking be an asshole, well, I'm gonna be a fucking asshole back. All right. I'm working on this shit. It's like if you're gonna disrespect me, I'm gonna disrespect you back. So simple as easy as that. Like now, I can be the nicest guy in the world, or I can be the fucking biggest asshole in the world. I try to go by through. I try to go through God, the godly way. I try to take the godly route. Sometimes you just can't. Sometimes you just can't. All right, but enough of that. Let's do a mock draft. Fuck all that shit. I'm gonna handle that shit on Twitter here shortly. No, I don't rap. I'm not a rapper. I am not a rapper at all. Couldn't make a diss track. I don't even know if I could honestly make a diss track. I don't even know if I honestly could do it. Not gonna lie. Could try. Definitely. There's definitely you could always try, right? You could always try. Boom. Boom, roasted. Boom, roasted. I'll write for you, Clay. I got a ghostwriter. Dom 34 showing the love. I like the Panthers taking a wide receiver and center and trading back. Yep. So here's the tweet that I just made, and I think it's very simple. It's not, I don't think it's anything. I don't think it's anything crazy. So I'll share my screen. But this is what I said. I said today's chat about Jonathan Mingo is speculation, but there's an article on the same vibe. Mel Kiper's NFL draft takes, made for a juicy conversation. Check the comments for links. Doubters hit off if you ain't vibing. Y'all are yapping about NFL drafts whenever. Haters, show yourselves out. Simple, easy as that. So kick fucking rocks. Basically, that's my nice way of saying go fuck yourself, go play in traffic, go jump off a bridge, stop typing behind a computer. You know. Where is Mingo news? I'll show you the moves. It's all hypotheticals, man. Like, it's not like I'm sitting here fucking coming out and just being like a fucking dick and saying, okay, let's go trade. Hey, fucking Jonathan Mingo. Like, that's the thing that I don't understand. It's all hypotheticals. It's just a fucking article. And it just made a juicy, oh, they're really mad. It's all over Twitter. C3 Anthony, it's an article. It's literally an article. I can show you it right now. It's literally a hypothetical. So here's your nice. Here, I'm going to put these links in here for everyone so they can see it. Here's your links. Okay. No one's fucking perfect, you fucking cocksuckers. Try to take the godly route, man. So there you go. And there's your comments. Okay, there's your comments. It's in the comments. They can find it in there. God damn. C3, I ain't mad at you, bro. I'm tired of these fucking cats coming in here who are Twitter. Oh, nice, man. I wish I had 100K. I wish I had 100K followers on TikTok. I wish I had 100K followers on TikTok. That's amazing. Nothing's wrong with them, Flame Shoes 87. It's just a hypothetical of an article that came out, and it brought up some good conversation. That's all I was trying to do, is bring up some good conversation. And people just take it too literally in this fan base. Zach, I wouldn't say that about C3. I like the C3 boys. Clay, people panties bunched up. I know, man. I guess I get people's panties bunched up. Followed you right away. I can't get enough information. I feel you, brother. It's tough getting information out there. Join the Discord though, guys. We're always updating it. There's always an update on the Discord. Zach or AJ Brooks is coming in hot with always something. All right, let's finish it out the day with a wonderful mock draft. Hopefully it's a wonderful mock draft. We'll see. All right. Let's roll. I like all that. Zach, I don't have any problems with E3. I really don't have any problems with anyone, but for some reason, you if you're a content creator, and you're on Twitter, you just get fucking ripped. If you just come up with any hypothetical thing, so. But some people ain't mad about it. Like this guy right here. T Time says, I ain't mad at it if it happens. Panthers see the same thing I see. He ain't that good. Okay. Perfect. This guy says NC State says it's Mel Kiper, dude. The dude doesn't know football. I don't get it. And then another guy, Tahid Samaj app says lies. Okay. Fucking lies. And then we got Hemi Hardaway on Twitter. I don't know if y'all know who that is. I don't even know who that is. Never heard of him. Mel Kiper, laugh my ass off. Okay. Conversation, man. So Hemi Hardaway, if you're watching, all this was to bring up conversation. It's called content. Again, you don't fucking like I said, today's was about content. Jonathan Mingo's was a speculation. There's an article out there. I posted it. Okay. Mel Kiper's NFL draft takes. Yeah, they're fucking meh. They're shit. Okay. But they brought up a juicy conversation, did it not? Great content, right? Doubter. And so if you doubt it and you don't like it here, there's the fucking door. If you ain't vibing with me, I ain't vibing with you. So see ya. Okay. And y'all and all these people yap about NFL drafts whenever they want to on Twitter, but they never post. They don't do live streams. They don't post content on the daily, unlike I do. But they know more ball than me. That makes sense. I'm drowning in this information every single day. I'm reading articles. I'm reading up through analysts. I'm reading up on players every single day. But I don't know anything. And again, at the end of the day, if you're a hater, you can just show your fucking self on the fuck out. And that's the end of the story. And I'll walk on the same sidewalk you walk on too. I'm not going to walk across the street just because you're on the same fucking sidewalk. I like all Panthers creators except one. Just won't say this name. Clay knows who it is. Oh, I know who it is. It's called content. That exactly, Tony Gibson. That's what it's called. They don't even say these articles are speculation half the time, Clay. They present it as facts, and you at least say it was speculation. It's definitely speculation. It's definitely speculation. They've got some facts in there, but it's definitely speculation. Clay growing fast and they mad. Exactly, Marcos. Exactly. I'm growing like a motherfucker over here. And that's all I want to do. But all I want to do is bring positive vibes here. That's all I want to do. I'm just trying to bring positive vibes. I'm not trying to fucking start anything. Travis Gold. You're a new one, Travis. I've never seen you before. Welcome to the show, brother. I don't think I've ever seen you in my chat before. And then I've never seen you in my chat before, and you're new, and I appreciate you, Mr. 100K followers on TikTok. You need to tell me how you got there. How many of those followers did you buy? I'm just kidding. I'm just messing. They always downplay the Panthers yet when they show up. Everyone want to jump on the D. Shake my fucking head. I know. Yeah, I mean, I try to bring positive vibes. I try to be optimistic. I also try to be realistic when it comes to the Panthers, but and I feel like I am for the most part. But I'm not one of those people either that on my show I'm like sitting here saying lies that I think Bryce Young is going to throw for 4,000 yards. We're going to win the NFC South, make the playoffs, win the Super Bowl. Like, no, I'm not saying that here. Check out my raps, and then you'll know how I got. Not to be fair enough. I like the confidence. What's up, man? What's going on, Mr. McMillan? All right, let's get into it. All right. So y'all know how I feel about these mock drafts, though, right? Okay. We did one yesterday. I really like the one we did yesterday. I truly believe that it's going to depend. I'm telling you, this 33rd pick, Travis Gold, keep pounding. We're off him here. That's why I try to keep it, Travis. But again, there's a certain point and a certain extent where we can be family. But if you're going to disrespect me, I'm going to disrespect you back. Simple as that. Okay, so I will that's all I'm saying. I'll treat you the way you want to treat me. That's it. You treat me with respect, I'll treat you with respect. You treat me with not respect, I'm gonna disrespect your ass back. All right, so the thing is for me with the 33rd pick, so I want to make this clear with the 33rd pick. I truly believe that there are going to be 3 teams. There's going to be depends who's here though. And it definitely means that it depends on the quarterback situation. So as we can see, Michael Penix Jr. is still here. The Broncos, let's see, did the Vikings take a quarterback? No, it doesn't look like it. I'm going to tell you right now. The Vikings, if they don't take a quarterback in the first round, okay, they took Bo Nix. Okay, so never mind. So they're off the board. The Broncos, they only have that 12th pick. Okay, so the Broncos is another team. I think it's going to be knocking on the door for Michael Penix. Okay, all right. Looking at this draft board, Michael Penix is definitely going to be someone that 33rd pick is going to be getting called for. Okay, if Michael Penix falls out of the first round, goes in the second, our 33rd pick, I'm telling you, a team is going to be calling the Carolina Panthers to get him. Whether it's Denver, for example, whether it's, I could also see it being the Raiders, for example. And I could also even see maybe Seattle because of not only his ties to Washington, but how long is Geno Smith going to be there? Okay. I also could see, I've even heard Miami might be interested in Michael Penix because they don't believe in Tua there in Miami. All right. I've even heard, for example, Tampa Bay might even go after Michael Penix. Okay. And that's just because how long do they truly believe in Baker Mayfield? Okay, so teams are going to be knocking on our phone for this 33rd pick. I'm telling you right now, if Michael Penix is here in the second round at 33, someone's going to be calling the Panthers. And it's going to be one of those teams, I think. I definitely think it's going to be the Raiders. I could see Seattle as well. I definitely think it's going to be the Raiders or the Broncos. Because the Broncos, I don't think they have 2 picks here. I got to take this out. I got to get some new headphones. Those are done. Make sure I'm not missing anything. The Broncos only have that pick. Yeah. So I could see it going that. I could definitely see them calling us. Now, again, another thing I would also like to try to do, which would be intriguing as possible, is how the Philadelphia Eagles, what makes it intriguing to me is if somehow Carolina, I don't know if this is possible. I don't know if that trade's likely. It could be, but probably not. I would love to somehow trade back with them and get both of these picks. Somehow, some way. Like, what if you did, like, is that even, like, feasible? You know what I mean? Somebody's reaching for a quarterback here, and that could be a benefit to us, for sure. Trading back in the 40s with the 33rd pick. I think also trying to get the Eagles with this. Like, if you could get them with the 33rd and the 65th pick like this, I mean, it says this trade's well likely. I mean, dude, if you have the 39th, the 50th, and the 53, this would be insane. Like, it says trade likely. Now, I don't know if y'all believe that's, I don't know if y'all truly believe that's if that's a really realistic, a realistic trade there. I don't know if you guys believe in that. But again to Mel Kiper. This was Mel Kiper's trade, basically saying the 47th for the 33rd, and then they gave us a future second round pick, which would be great because, again, the Carolina Panthers do need a second round pick next year. But I'm not going to go with that. I think that the Broncos, and do the Broncos even have a second round pick? I don't even think the Broncos have a second round pick. So that's an issue. I really believe that with it being the fact that the Raiders would be calling for Mr. I truly believe that this is going to be I think this is going to be, if this absolutely truly happens, I can see it 100%. There's 90 people watching, 43 of you on Twitter, 48 on YouTube. If 43 of you that are on Twitter, make sure you come on over to the YouTube channel. Make sure you like and subscribe. Come on over. The 48 people that are in the live on YouTube, make sure you pound that like button. I'm trying to reach 100 likes on today's live stream, so I would greatly appreciate it if we could get that thumbs up button up to 100 likes, and I would greatly appreciate that. That is the goal for today. Okay. So let's say, for example, this is the example I've been loving lately. So let's go with this. I think it's the 44, and I think it's going to be something like this. I could see it being for the 33rd pick. I would say this is the most likely trade I would like to get. This is the trade I would like to get. I give them this and that. Now that could be good too, because you get the 77. Something like this, I truly believe could be feasible. Again, I don't know. I'm going to break down every pick this year too. I'm going to break down every pick that I make as well. I kicked the shit out of that like button. Ah, nice. As you should. All right. We got a tie. We getting tied in. That will be huge. We'll open up the middle of the field. Yeah, I mean, Dom, we're definitely getting a tight end. All right. Now, again, I'm trying to make this realistic, guys. Put a Y, put a W in the chat if that's realistic. Like, let me know in the chat. Do y'all think that's realistic? Like, put a W. If it's not, put an L. And if that's not realistic, maybe something like just like this straight up, 44 and 77. Now, again, I could see it being this. W's. We're cool with that. I think I'm cool with that too. I'm thinking just maybe this, though. That seems more realistic. A lot of W's in the chat for both, though. All right, let's just go. Let's see if we knock the door. Okay, we knocked the door down. I mean, I've done that trade multiple times. Now here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. I'm going to go a different route here, because yesterday, which was my favorite Yesterday's mock draft was my favorite one, I think. I'm going to show you all the mock draft from yesterday. So I'm going to show you the different direction I'm going to go with this one. Okay. All right. So this was yesterday's mock draft. Let me pull it up. All right. And this is the one I'm going to I'm going to harp about today on TikTok and on YouTube today. I'm making a cool ass video. I made a cool ass edit just for this mock draft right here. So this is the mock draft from yesterday. Can y'all see it? Perfect. So this is the mock draft from yesterday, okay? Just to search so y'all can see it, okay? Just so y'all can see it. All right. This is the one that I like a lot. Getting look at 39, Chris Broswell at 48, Cedric Van Pran at center, tight end, okay? Tight end at Cade Stover, Cedric Gray at linebacker, Mason Smith at D-line, Dwight McLaughlin, and then, of course, Rashawn Ali. Okay, so that's just a different one. Okay. So that's one. I might go with this. We might go with this one today. I might harp on and make a sick edit for the one today. But this is the one I'm rocking with on today's one of the edits I'm making today. So let me stop sharing here. Let me go here. Stop sharing. I'm going to go back to PFF for you guys. Okay. So I'm going to go a different route here. Okay. Tyler Newman, I like him out of Minnesota. Okay. But we don't need safety. You know what I mean, Mr. McMillan? We don't need him. We don't need him. There's no point. All right. So I'm going to go with TJ Tampa here. Okay. I'm going with corner. First off the board. Okay. Yo, Clay, what up with Mingo? Matt Chatter is just a hypothetical. All I'm going to say is this. An article came out today or yesterday saying that there's a potential, and it's a hypothetical again, that we could be possibly looking to trade Jonathan Mingo because of the lack of production, okay, last year in his rookie. Okay, that's it. All right. I'm going to change this. I'm going to change this approach up, though, for you guys. Okay. I don't take a corner very often in the first. Okay. I don't take a corner very often in the first. Lately, I've been taking either Zach or I ended up taking like one of the edge rushers. Now, again, if Chop Robinson was here, again, if Chop Robinson was here, I'd be all over it. Okay, if somehow he fell to if Chop Robinson was there at 33, I would have taken him too, but he's not. Chop Robinson wasn't even there at 33. Xavier Worthy went off the board. Lag McConkey went to already to Arizona there. Jordan Morgan off the board. Peyton Wilson, perfect. Okay. So we're okay there. Now, again, somehow Leggett falls to 44. We might be talking. But I think Houston on this mock draft takes him. Now, I talked about TJ Tampa earlier. Y'all know how I feel about him. I've already broken him down before. We're going to take our corner here, all right? We need the corner. We know why we're going with corner here. See, I told you they take Leggett. Okay? They took Leggett. So now I'm not going to go wide receiver here. I'm going to go I'm probably going to go tight end. I like Jadavion Sanders, man. I really do. I like Jadavion Sanders. Even though his athletic score came out and a lot of people are saying that he's not it. It's hard for me to agree with something that just someone said. Now, again, that's everything is speculation, I think. Okay. But I think Jadavion Sanders is a draft target that we need to really, really think about because I think he's going to make waves, all right, in the day 2, okay? The Panthers need a tight end. We haven't had a decent tight end in over how many years, okay? The Greg Olsen did. I really want to take Jadavion Sanders here because I feel like I can, right? I feel like I can take Jadavion Sanders here and get a wide receiver at 65, okay? Get a wide receiver at 65. It might not be Keon Coleman. It might be someone else. But I think that Jadavion Sanders, I think he can fall too. I think Jadavion Sanders can fall too, but the problem is I don't know if he's falling into the 3rd round. I think he's a day 2 pick. I truly do believe that. Again, Jermaine Burton still might be there at 65, so I'd be willing to take Jermaine. And I'm still going to be able to get my centers, Cedric Van Pran. Now, I definitely with the fact that Sanders has, I think, some untapped potential. They need a playmaker, okay, in the tight end room. You can't rely on Thomas and Tommy Trimble right now. All right. They need a crafty, dynamic force capable of stretching the field vertically. And Sanders embodies that. Okay. That's what we need. Okay. Sanders, over his time last year, he had stats wise, he played 14 games, had 45 receptions, targeted 67 times, 682 yards, 2 touchdowns. And his athleticism and route running paints the picture of potential brilliance. Okay. He does require, I will say this about him. He does require some refinement when it comes to his blocking, but he definitely can be a faceted threat in the passing game. A lot of people are saying that his developmental trajectory is of a Cade Otton, which isn't bad. Look what Cade Otton did in Tampa Bay. A lot of people are saying this guy represents like a Cade Otton. Okay. So I'm okay with that. All right. And Cade Otton wasn't bad. All right. So with the 44th pick, we're going to go ahead and take Jadavion Sanders here. We're going to go ahead and take Jadavion Sanders here. I don't know why Hilton's calling me. I ain't got no trips booked. All right. So we got our corner. We went and got a tight end. Now, let's see what wide receivers we got available. All right. So we still got Jalen McMillan. We got Devontae Walker. Malachi Corley still available right here. Brandon Rice is still available right here. Now, chat. I remember Ever Ingram. This is the month when everyone starts changing up their initial picks, and it's typically not for the better. Well, Josh, what's wrong with what I've done so far? Come on, man. It's a different one. This one I might not post up. I might just keep it between us on here. All right. We might like the other one better. We might like this one better. We shall see. All right. Maybe I'll double up on wide receiver if I can. Now, here we go. Now, I've got to get a wide receiver here, of course. Now, again, how about this, Josh? Who do you want here? Who you taking here, Josh? I'm curious. You taking Devontae? You taking Devontae, or you waiting until the 77 we go and take Malachi Corley? Or do we wait to 101 and take Brandon Rice and we go a different route here? Curious. Very curious. My initial mind just goes ahead and says, well, I'm going to continue now, Josh. So who are you taking here, Josh? See, in my mind, I really want to take Edgerrin Cooper so bad here at 65. Like, I want to take Cooper here. So bad. I want to take Edgerrin Cooper here so bad. It's insane. For the outside linebacker position. So you're a UNC fan. Jonah Ellis here. Let's see what the edges are available. Braylon Trice, Austin Booker, the guy we talked about today. Gabriel Murphy. They're still there. What are y'all thinking? What are y'all thinking in the chat? Give me your names. We can, or I could start a poll. We could start a poll on this part right here. Because now I'm kind of stuck. That would be insane. Josephia, that would be insane. That would be insane. I hope I'm pronouncing your first name right. That pair up Adiza Isaac with Marshawn Keenley, that would be insane, dude. Talk about a dynamic duo. All right, so this is what we got best available. You got Chris Jenkins, Edgerrin Cooper. Oh, it's Joseph. It's just a typo. Okay, cool. Let's see all best available. Okay, so it's Chris Jenkins, Jaden Hicks, Edgerrin Cooper. All right, so let's say, okay, for wide receiver, Jalen McMillan, Devontae Walker, Javon Baker, Johnny Wilson, Jamari Thrasher. Okay. I'm thinking taking Cooper, man. I'm really feeling it. I'm really feeling it. I'm feeling it. I'm big on that guy, man. All right. All right. I think I got to go center here. I'm still going to get a weapon. Trust me. Still going to get another weapon for Bryce. I just feel like Cedric Van Pran at 7-7 is the best move because I don't think I'm going to get him. And he fits the offensive scheme when it comes to the center position the best out of the center position. Corley's off the board. Rice is off the board. Okay. Let me see what wide receivers are available here. Jacob Cowing. Okay, I could get him. And Jacob Cowing's not that bad. Looking at him from a draft perspective, Jacob Cowing's not that bad. He really isn't. For a wide receiver, it wouldn't be a bad idea. If you all don't know who Jacob Cowing is out of Arizona, go look up his game film. He's actually not that bad out of Arizona. Is he better than Malik Washington? I'd probably say no. Is he a better fit for this offense? Yes. Because of what we're needing here in the wide receiver position. Now, I'm thinking. I'm thinking here. I'm thinking. Now, Jacob Cowing is 5'8" and runs a 4.38. He's a slot receiver. Well, they got him listed at 5'11", 175. I see 5'8", 168 a lot. All right. All right, he had 3 drops. 5'10". 1 drop. Oh, do I want to take? Who do I want to take here? It's between these 3 guys. Jacob Cowing, Malik Washington. I've heard good things about Cornelius, but I don't think he's the guy. I just don't think he's a guy that's going to take over that next position. Now, again, Ananias Smith kind of intrigues me a little bit. All right, so let's go by height here. 5'8", 194. Big 5'10", 200. They got Ananias Smith, 5'10", 200. Is he really that big? How big is he? Is he really 5'10", 200? Because I'm seeing in other places he's like 5'9", 190. I mean, if we're looking at the wide receiver position, Cowing's the best available, but I can see Malik Washington. All right. I'm going to take Malik Washington here. I have seen some film where Malik Washington has played outside a little bit. He doesn't play a lot. All right, I got my wide receiver. I got my center. I still need an edge, but I did get my outside linebacker. Got my tight end. I do need a D-line. Running back, so I got available. Maybe I'll go D-line last here. This time and take a running back. What edge do I have available right now? Ooh, Nelson Caesar. Might have to take Nelson Caesar here. And then I take Isaac Coronado. 6'1", 225, running back out of Louisville. Got a lot of upside. Had the best combine and halfbacks. So maybe take him. He had the best combine out of all the halfbacks. And then I take edge here with Nelson Caesar. And then I go D-line. We go D-line. I will say, though, after seeing Trey Benson's combine numbers, he might be my new favorite of the running back position because his numbers match up to Breece Hall. We all know how good Breece Hall is. Now, again, that doesn't mean he's going to have the same production on the field. I get it, but it does make it intriguing. It does make it intriguing. All right, let's finish it off with a little D-line action here. I think the best guy here is Jaden Crometti. Or maybe, actually, I think Evan Anderson actually had some decent. Ooh, might be a steal there. Tim Smith, yeah, you did all right. You did all right at the Crimson Tide. What did you do here? Gabe Hall, nah. Evan Anderson actually ain't bad. 12 games, 5 sacks, 1 quarterback hit, 12 hurries, 1 batted ball down. Decent pass rusher, great against the run. Kind of fits the mold then on the defensive side, right? A gap, B gap type of guy. Maybe it might be a steal on the defensive line here in Evan Anderson out of Florida Atlantic University. All right. Mock draft 1 or mock draft 2? You tell me which one you like better. Y'all sound off. I'm going to show you the first one. I'm going to save this one, though. I'm going to save this one just to have it. All right, so here's your first. Here's mock draft 1. Or we'll say this is mock draft 2. Sorry. Mock draft 2. So today's mock draft got a B+ overall. Or mock draft. So that's mock draft 2. Here is mock draft 2. Here's mock draft. So this is mock draft 2. Okay. All right. How about this? Let's do put in the chat if you like this draft better than the one I'm going to show you. Put Tampa in the chat if you like this one. If you like this one instead, so this is the other one I did yesterday, put Leggett in the chat. Oh, dang it. Why does it keep showing that one? Share screen, window, this one. All right, if you like this one better, sound off in the chat and say Leggett. So this is Leggett. The other one was Tampa. So put Leggett in the chat. Or put TJ Tampa in the chat. And smash that like button. So the Leggett one. Leggett's number 1 right now. Here. Let's make it more fun. Let's make it more intriguing. Let's make it more intriguing. Let's do this. Let's put up a poll. Which mock draft you like better? Here, we'll put Leggett or Tampa as the poll. Which mock draft did you like better? Go ahead, start voting. Let's get it. Let's see. Let's see what the poll says. Because the poll is going to tell me which one I'll like better. Because I'm making an edit for one of these mock drafts. So this is the mock draft 1. All right. All right. I'm going to leave the poll up for a second. Leave the poll up for a second. Holy shit. Yeah, we're on the road to 10K over here, by the way. We're on the road to 10K. Over here on the YouTube channel. We're at 51. Looks like we're at 51. Oh, wow. 5172. So we got 5,172 subscribers over here. So make sure you like and subscribe. As of right now, the Leggett, looks like Leggett draft's gonna win. Looks like the Leggett draft is gonna win. That's what it looks like. So, all right, we're gonna end the poll. There we go. It looks like Leggett won. I had it up there for a little bit, for at least 2 minutes, so that give you all some time. So I'm gonna definitely make a mock draft video about that, breaking down each and every one of them, why I went that route, obviously. So it seems like a lot of people as Panther fans are going on that. It's mainly, it seems to me that a lot of people are going offense first. That definitely seems to be the trend this year because we've always gone. It seems because we've always gone defense over the years. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, as we get closer to the draft, more visits will be coming. You know, and all that other good stuff. So there's just going to be more and more news coming out, more speculations coming out, more hypotheticals coming out, and all that good stuff. So I appreciate everyone joining the live stream. Make sure you press the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. I'm gonna get some TikToks going here shortly. Gonna be working on some TikToks and some other videos for you guys as soon as I hop off of here. So I appreciate everyone joining the live stream. Make sure you pound the like button, subscribe, and as always, y'all know what to do, guys. Y'all keep pounding. All right. Peace.